Hi everyone, it's Jessica from Labrujajessica, and today I'm going to be doing a reading on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Now, I've already kind of pre-shuffled some cards, so I'm going to keep pulling more cards as we go. And also, if you hear me very out of breath, I am pregnant, so bear with me. And also, pregnancy brain is real, okay, as you can see. All right. So the first thing that came up was the King of Pentacles, okay? And this is Johnny Depp. This is how the cards are representing him. So I don't see anything truly bad about him. You know what I mean? The King of Pentacles is usually a very genuine, reliable, kind person. Obviously, we all have that side to us, where if we get pushed far enough, we can definitely go there. But as far as, the King of Pentacles goes, their morals and their values and who they are, and, them being consistent and also nurturing and loving, even when, things are not so great, okay? That's generally the nature of the King of Pentacles. And then also, if you see this picture, you see he's holding like some chocolate cake. He's got a dog, he's got a cow. So it's like somebody who is very, very accomplished. Also somebody who's very hardworking and very dedicated. And also somebody who does not have any issue in giving, to others and helping others. Like that is just something that is true to their nature. So even if they have like a shitty partner, you know what I mean, they would still be like, and they knew like, okay, so-and-so needs help, they would still do it, okay, even though they know, like, you know what I mean, like, okay. But obviously, from what I've seen is that, it does get to a point too where they're not always a pushover, okay? So it's like, it does get to a point where it's like, look, I've done what I could, giving you what I could. What more? I can't do it anymore. Okay, so that's just the gist of it, and that's how Johnny Depp is being represented. So overall, not a bad person. And again, yeah, if this is like how the cards are representing him, this again tells me that like all of us, if we get pushed far enough, yeah, we tend to react. Okay, and I think that everybody can relate to that. So now, what landed next to him was Temperance and the Eight of Swords. Anytime I have the Eight of Swords here and Temperance, this is like a strong sign of depression, a strong sign of like sadness, or just like something that, he never really found true balance in when it comes to Temperance in the reverse and the Eight of Swords being here. Okay, and this is also coping with that sadness, with that darkness in not the healthiest of ways, okay? So, and if you see very closely too on here, there's a little bird. So the bird is always like representing like spirit, your guides, your ancestors, anybody, angels, if you will, okay? Whatever your belief system is, whatever you believe in, okay? But that basically, that little bird is saying like, hey, we can get out of this. We can do this together. What do you need? How do you need me to help you? Okay. And so when Temperance goes in the reverse, this is kind of like, not listening to that, not listening to the signs, not taking that into consideration. And then again, masking all the pain with things that are not healthy, things that are not consistent. And this can even, when you have this type of energy here, this is when you attract shitty people into your life. This is when you attract shitty situations into your life, okay? And so that, and then also this may have, but this is very internal, if you will. This is not like something like, oh, okay, like, let me go lash out and scream out at the world. Like, no, this is very internal. This is very dark here. This is like, I'm going through some shit, so I'm going to mask it and I'm going to put on a brave face in front of the world. That's what this is, okay? If it was some other card, next to the Eight of Swords, I would have been like, oh, hold on. Okay, like this is just a little too crazy. But no, this is all internal. This is like, you know what? I'm dealing with this, but I have a smile on my face. Okay, that's what this is. All right. And so with the Nine of Wands being here, again, this is just a lot of people or a lot of situations that, you know, Johnny may have had to deal with in his life. You know, a lot of, you know, people attacking him, accusing him, or, you know, just, again, any given situation, having to, you know, to fight in his career, having to fight in, you know, and obviously in this, this marriage. And then also other given situations, okay? And this could also represent trauma from the past, trauma from, you know, feeling very defenseless at some point in his life, okay? And so again, all of this could be reigniting, and it's a very strong possibility that this marriage, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, kind of, I can't even think about the word, but it's basically like, oh, triggered. There you go. This triggered a lot in Johnny is what I'm seeing here. So this situation brought a lot of like past traumas, a lot of past issues, okay? And again, there he was up against a wall or a tree in this card here. And it's just like, again, like, why do I have to fight? Why am I back in this position? And again, it's only because it truly, the past truly was not dealt with. It was not healed. Okay, so the only way, again, for him to basically move on from this and for him to no longer attract this type of stuff into his life is to, you know, to start healing this in the healthy ways, okay? Really addressing it, and then also, you know, taking responsibility on his end. Like I tell everyone too, like, you know, we all have responsibility that we have to take within ourselves as to why we let things get to where they got, pretty much, okay? All right, so that's Johnny in a nutshell. Well, I'm sure I'm going to be pulling more. But again, not so bad. Nothing too crazy where I was just like, oh, okay, you know. I thought I was going to see different cards, but that's just what came out. So, okay, that's Johnny. Now, I don't like Amber's energy. And again, you know, not to say, like, again, and I want to be extremely sensitive in this situation, but I just don't like her energy because with the Tower being here, I mean, look, if you look very closely at this card, look at how this girl has a smirk on her face. So the Tower is just basically like, and in this particular one here, this is like, I'm going to bring your fucking world down. Okay, I'm going to bring everything crashing down. So I wanted to explore more on this card because I'm like, why is there such like a hell-bent energy around this? Why is there like, you know, if you screw me over, I'm gonna like just mop the floor with you. What, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like people, okay, there are some people who do wake up like just angry, but I'm like, but what got her to this point where she is just that vindictive, that angry? In destroying, okay? Like, it's like destruction is what I see here. So the way it's looking too, like, it's looking like Johnny, like, literally got himself like into a tornado, you know, got caught up in the whirlwind of it all. Okay. Obviously, when you see a tornado, you're amazed. You're like, whoa, it's a freaking tornado. Like, this is, you know, like some people, I know other people be running and hiding. But for some people, you know, you'd be amazed, you'd be shocked. Oh my God, you know, and that's what this was. And then like, whoop, once you get sucked in, you're like, oh crap. And that's what happened here. Okay, that's what it's looking like so far. Now, I really don't like the Three of Cups here because this is basically like two or more people planning, you know, coming up with lies, and I say lies because the King of Wands is here in the reverse. So this is like basically two or more people, you know, coming up again with lies to basically try and deceive and make somebody look like something that they're not, okay? And this also tells me too, with this being next to the Tower, that Amber has issues when it comes to, you know, overindulgence, if you will. So there's just like, but I almost feel like this is also the people that she hangs out with. This is also the people that maybe have influenced her in a certain type of way. So this is very, very like girl, like, you know, pretty much you and your girlfriends get together and like hatch a plan. Like, this is what this looks like, okay? And I just don't like that, all right? And I asked the cards, I'm like, well, can you just give me one card to just describe her, like just her personality, just who she is? And out came the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is just somebody who's very greedy, very self-absorbed, somebody who comes in and uses people, somebody who lives beyond their means, okay? So it's like, you know, they'll be purchasing things and it's like, hey, like it hasn't even hit the bank yet. You know what I mean? Like, let it sit there, let it, you know, marinate for a minute. But no, it's just like, boop, it just goes, okay? So again, and also somebody who can, you know, be addicted to drugs, alcohol, things like that. So there's a lot going on here with the Nine of Pentacles, but the basic thing is that like her money is not where it needs to be. And then also there may have always been this energy of like behind money for her, like, you know, maybe not having enough, growing up in a certain circumstance where it's like when, you know, she met somebody or got to a certain status, like this was the main focus, okay? Now, I'm here for her peace and tranquility that she says that she just wants. Like, I just want to move on from this. I just want peace and tranquility, and, you know, I no longer want to deal with this, okay? And this could also be her leaving to another man here, okay? Now, here's the problem is that, like, for somebody who is so angry and so hell-bent on destroying another person, or I don't even want to say destroying, okay? But just with this amount of rage and anger, it's just not the healthiest for this person. So if Amber is dating somebody new, poor person, okay? Because this person is like, yeah, they might be like, oh my God, like you're exactly what I needed in this moment. But poor guy, whoever this is, okay? Or girl, okay? I don't judge, all right? But poor, like they don't even know what they're getting into, okay? So again, back to the peace and tranquility and, you know, just wanting to move on from this whole situation. With the Four of Wands here in the reverse, again, if she does not heal that anger within her, this is basically, you know, going to follow her wherever it is that she goes. So, so I don't, sorry guys, my dog. So I don't necessarily see like her moving on and being happy. I just see her being very bitter. So that's what I'm getting there. And that's so far what I've gotten. Okay. And I have the results of, you know, what's going to happen. So let's keep going. But I just want to explore back to the Tower. Why is she so angry? What is going on? What happened? You know, aside from Johnny. Okay. Let's see here. Tell me about this Tower. Oh, Lord. Alrighty. So the Queen of Cups went in the reverse here, and the Queen of Cups generally is not a healthy individual. And when the Queen of Cups goes in reverse, they become very obsessive, controlling, then jealous, and extremely insecure. Okay, so it's like this person could be the most beautiful person, but they would still think that, like, you know, that they're not good enough, that they don't look, you know what I mean? They start like picking themselves apart. And then also when it comes to their partner, they're always going to think that they're out there messing around. Okay, just very, very toxic and very unhealthy. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles being here in the reverse, I don't know if there's like mommy issues or anything like that, but there could be, you know, or just even if this is just an issue with herself. When the Queen of Pentacles goes in reverse, this is somebody who's extremely bitter, gold digger, if you will. I hate to say that because the Queen of Pentacles is here in the reverse. And then somebody who is just, who makes everyone unhappy around them, okay? And this person generally comes into your life to take from you. They're not here to contribute in any type of way. They're here to take from you. So what I'm seeing there too with the Queen of Cups, she has not learned a whole lot. She's very immature when it comes to love. And then also she does not listen to herself. Like as far as her intuition goes, she does not listen to herself to save her life, okay? And let me check the time here. Okay, I'm like, I'm on a limited time. And when it comes to the Queen of Cups as well, this is somebody, again, who is very emotionally unstable, very erratic, you know, somebody who can lash out because they don't know how to control their emotions, okay? So, oh man. And once they made up their mind about, you know, this is the path that I'm going to take, you know, and if it was like, you know what, I'm going to, you know, make you look like this or do whatever it is that she had decided to do. Again, I don't really know the gist of it. They make up, like, they're very like, that's it, I'm doing it, okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, they're going through with a plan, okay? So let me see here. Let me keep going. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Alrighty, tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Where did this all start from for her, please? Wow, okay. I really don't like, dang, this is not good. This is like victim mentality here with the Six of Wands. And I never really liked this picture, especially on here, because this woman here looks very insincere in front of the crowd. So again, she could have been like going through life just as a fraud. Like, you know, like not like, you know what I mean? Like not really dealing with themselves and, you know, portraying a certain picture to a lot of different people. Like, oh, like, you know, this woman here, she does not look like the nicest person, but she's doing a very sweet thing, right? She's giving this old lady a rose, but she's not sincere. So it's like, it's almost like I'm going to put on a show for the crowd, for people, because I want their love and adoration. So there could have very well been something that was going on with her. Again, I don't know her. You know, all I know about her is just being married to Johnny, to be quite honest. And so that right there, just, that's not a good thing to have here. And when the Hermit goes in the reverse, anytime she is attacked, this is basically pretty much victim mentality, to be quite honest. This is like, the woe, it's me, nobody's ever been there for me, nobody's ever done this for me, nobody's ever, you know, yada, 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 okay? So it's like, it goes on and on, all right? I see whoever she was, like, you know, pretty much put these, you know, the group, if you will, the friend group or whoever put her up to this, whatever. They were like dancing in the sun for a minute. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh girl, we got everything we wanted. Yes, we won. And everything was good. because they thought their lies were, or, you know, their actions were going to hold up, okay? But if you see on that paper, you see how blank it is? They really didn't have much. They didn't have nothing in terms of, you know, concrete proof, concrete, like anything that was going to really solidify this, okay? This was just like, you know, poor planning. Whatever was done, it was so, so bad, okay? And I don't know, again, I'm not saying that it just feels like that, like maybe manipulation, or maybe like coming together, like girlfriends coming together and hatching a plan, or maybe like certain people getting in her head and telling her certain things. So it could be a lot of those, okay? Let me see about Johnny. Let me see what we can pull there. And then I'm gonna end this video pretty soon. Ten of Cups. Okay, so again, nothing too crazy, nothing too bad on Johnny, and I'm like, what the heck? You know, okay. God, he is such a family man. He would do anything for his kids. Like, he like loves the crap out of his kids, with the Ten of Cups being here and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, that is like the one thing in his life that he is extremely, extremely proud of. Like, you can take everything else away from him, but his children, no. Like, that for him, that is the one thing that he truly, truly adores. Now, with the Two of Pentacles, yeah, he did screw some things up when it came to that whole dynamic. And I feel like, you know, he was, again, hiding a lot of that. Okay, the Two of Pentacles can talk about, you know, just like, you know, personal issues, issues with like, you know, infidelity, or, you know, just, again, or just dealing with issues in terms of the personal. What I said was like, you know, the depression and things like that. And then like, you know, it's slowly starting to get out of hand. Okay. But in terms of like who he was, and in terms of a father, like, no, please, you couldn't come for this guy, okay? Like, he is an amazing father, okay? And that right there, like, I'm telling you right now, like, you could take everything away from him, but his children, that's one thing that you just do not mess with, okay? Again, not getting anything too bad. Like, I mean, I hate that this is like, you know, pretty much... I don't want to like, you know, go deep on Amber, but it just seems like there's a lot of issues there, okay? Let me see here. Talking about the Two of Pentacles. Talking about the Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, I just see a man who's literally fighting like his own demons, his own personal battles. Again, this has nothing to do with Amber. This has everything to do with him. And so like, and there's nothing in the world that he would not do for his family. Like, you know, I don't even feel like it just boils down to the kids. Again, it feels like family. There's nothing that this man would not do. Okay. And he's trying to do the right thing. I see like he's always tried to do the right thing. Okay, but it's just like certain things, again, if you don't deal with them, they tend to show up in the most messed up places in your life. Okay. Alrighty. So what I did get here is basically like, you know, pretty much justice for Johnny. Okay. So looks like things go in his favor, or if it was only to basically expose Amber for who she truly was and what she truly has done to him, And that's a victory in itself for him, okay? And that's all he wants. That's all he wants. He just wants to be vindicated. He wants the truth to be exposed. And again, if he doesn't even get a freaking dollar out of her, he's okay with that. He's like, look, at least all of you know now, okay? So, and that's exactly what he wanted. And so with the Emperor, now he will be able to move on in different aspects in his life, and a lot of different doors and opportunities will begin to open up for him. So a lot of great things are going to be coming for Johnny in the future. That's very, very good. And again, I just see justice for Johnny. And again, if he doesn't win, that's fine. But at least he's like, well, you all know now. Okay? So that is my reading on Johnny and Amber. But I just see, again, justice for Johnny. All right. Well, that was my reading, guys. All right. Thank you.